Everybody. So we are going to go over the text that you just did, either in your Google Classroom or if you printed it out, how to build a lung model. So this is a little different technical text. It's still got our materials listed first, followed by your directions in order with some real pictures this time for you to see. So I'm going to go over to the questions. There were questions 1 through 4. I have filled out the answers for you. So I'm going to give you a second to check your answers first, and then we're going to go back together and look at them. So pause the video, check your answers, and then press play for an explanation. Okay, so let's look at number 1. What could people learn from these directions? So I chose A, B, and C since it says I can choose all that apply. How our lungs work, how to build a lung model, which was the basis for it, and why they're important. If you look back at the very first paragraph, it says your lungs are some of the largest organs in your body. They are vital organs. Vital means so important. They are necessary. That they take in fresh air when you inhale and they get rid of stale air when you exhale. They even help you talk. So just reading that shows me that I can choose C. That does show me why they're important. And it does not tell me why they are like large water bottles. I'm just using a water bottle to replicate it. So for number 1, A, B, and C are all true. And as usual, if you forgot, left one of those out maybe, that's okay. Just add it back in now. This is just learning. Number 2, the materials lists a pencil. Is a pencil necessary? And if you don't have a pencil, what could you do? So that's a 2-part question. So remember, yours doesn't have to be exactly like mine, but this is kind of a sample. First of all, it is not necessary for the procedure. And let me go show you where I found that answer. In order to answer that question, I needed to know, well, what did they use the pencil for? And over here in step 4, it says, poke the pencil through the ball of clay and then place the ball of clay around the top of the straw with the balloon. The only thing they use the pencil for is to poke a hole, is to poke through the ball of clay. So I know lots of things can be used to poke, so that's why I said it wasn't necessary. And then I put my evidence. Step 4 shows that the pencil is used to poke a hole in the clay. If you do not have a pencil, you can use anything similar in shape to poke the hole. So that's how I answered that. I found where they used the pencil, what it was for, and then I evaluated. Could I use something else? And in this case, I could. Question 3, it says, which of the following describes the purpose of the pictures? And again, I could choose all that apply. I chose A, B, and C. They do show me what each step should look like. They do show me the finished lung model. And they do show me how to seal the top with clay. They don't show me that when I exhale, the diaphragm relaxes and returns to its dome shape as it leaves the lungs. I read that part. That would be the text, but the pictures don't show me that. That's why I left that one out. And then finally, in number 4, before I stretch the cup balloon around the end of the water bottle. So if I want to know what happens before, I first need to find that part. So it says over here, when it says in step 2, stretch the cup balloon around the water bottle, if I want to look before, that's step 1. So I'm going to cut the neck off of the balloon and cut the bottom of the water bottle. That was 2 different things, which is why I chose B and D. So correct yours if you didn't get any of them right. And if you got them right, awesome job.